Hello everyone, welcome to my Literary Explorer channel. In this volume 5, I have brought 30 questions from literature. So let's get started. Question number 1. Which of the following poets does not belong to the Lake School? And the options are given here: John Keats, S.T. Coleridge, Robert Southey, William Wordsworth. And the correct option is John Keats. So here, who are called the Lake Poets? William Wordsworth, Samuel Taylor Coleridge, and Robert Southey. They are called Lake Poet. They lived in the English Lake District of Cumberland and the Westmoreland at the beginning of the 19th century. Moving to the next question, question number 2. Who among the following is not connected with the Oxford movement? And the options are: option A, Robert Browning; option B, John Cavell; option C, E.B. Pusey; option D, J.H. Newman. And the correct answer is Robert Browning. So basically, the Oxford movement, it started in 19th century, and it is the movement centered at the University of Oxford that sought a renewal of Catholic or the Roman Catholic thought and practice within the Church of England in opposition to the Protestant tendency of the church. Moving to the next question, Michael Henchard began his life as a: option A, driver; option B, carpenter; option C, weaver; option D, hairdresser. And the correct option is hairdresser. This character has been taken from the story from the novel The Mayor of Casterbridge, and it is written by Thomas Hardy. It is published in 1886, first serially and later that year in the book form. The fictional city of Casterbridge provides a picture of Dorchester in the 19th century, and the novel tells of the rise and fall of Michael Henchard, who, starting from nothing after abandoning his wife and daughter, gains prosperity and respect and is reunited with his family only to lose everything through his own wrong-headedness and his vengeful nature and a spate of bad luck. Our next question is: who is the father of the term objective correlative? And the options are given here: option A, T.S. Eliot; option B, Matthew Arnold; option C, John Keats; option D, Wordsworth. And the correct answer is T.S. Eliot. For Eliot, the objective correlative, it is a pattern of objects, events, actions, or a situation that can serve effectively to awaken in the reader an emotional response without being a direct statement of that subjective emotion. Our next question is: complete the sentence. Dirge means: option A, a song of wedding; option B, a song of pleasure; option C, a song of grief; option D, a song of unfulfilled desire. And the correct answer is a song of grief. So what is dirges are short lyrical poems that are written after someone has died. They may be used to express the speaker's grief, the grief they believe others are experiencing, or their understanding of who the deceased person was. Our next question is question number 6. Which poem of Kamala Das has the following expression: why not leave me alone? Kritis, friends, visiting cousins, every one of you. Why not let me speak in any language I like? And the options are: option A, the maggots; option B, the doubt; option C, an introduction; option D, luminal. And the correct answer is an introduction. Here you can see Kamala Das explores powerful themes of feminism, equal rights, freedom, and marriage in this poem. This poem is very clear feminist statement that advocates for free choice for all women. This is in regard to every aspect of life, but the poet puts a special emphasis on marriage. Moving to the next question. Is there no life but this alone? Madman or slave? Must man be one? The above line is taken from option A, The Buried, option B, Forsaken Merman, option C, A Summer Night, option D, Destiny. And the correct answer is A Summer Night. Question number 8. In the family reunion by T.S. Eliot, Harry is mentally disturbed because he, option A, has failed in his profession. B, he thinks he has killed his wife. Option C, not having good relation with his mother. Option D is keeping a poor health. And the correct answer is he thinks he has killed his wife. Moving to the next question, question number 9. One who eats both animal and plants called option A, herbivorous, option B, gregarious, option C, credulous, option D, omnivorous. So the correct option is omnivorous. What is herbivorous? A person who eats plants, only depend on plants, called herbivorous. Gregarious, a person who is fond of company, is called gregarious. A person who is very simple and easily believes whatever is told is called credulous. And omnivorous, a person who eats plants and animals. Moving to the next question, question number 10. Politics and the English Language is an essay by option A, F.R. Lewis, option B, Terry Eagleton, option C, George Orwell, option D, Raymond Williams. And the correct answer is George Orwell. Politics and English Language. It is an essay written by George Orwell in 1946. Orwell criticizes the use of vague and inflated language in political writing and emphasizes the importance of clear and precise language. This essay explores the connection between politics and the degradation of language. Orwell is known for his other work like 1984 and Animal Farm. Moving to the next question, You Are Anantamurthi's Sanskar was translated by option A himself, option B Girish Karnath, option C H.S. Shiva Prakash, option D A.K. Ramanujan. And the correct answer is A.K. Ramanujan. Moving to the next question, who has written the essay The Old Benches of Inner Temple? And the options are option A Hazlitt, option B Bacon, option C Charles Lamb, option D Matthew Arnold. And the correct answer is Charles Lamb. Charles Lamb, he was an English poet, fiction writer, literary critic, and essayist of the English Romantic period. A close contemporary and personal friend of Samuel Taylor Coleridge and William Wordsworth. Charles Lamb was considered a critical member of the Lake Poets, but unlike Wordsworth and Coleridge, his poetry never achieved lasting fame. Eventually, Lamb redirected his energy away from the verse to prose, and in the process he became one of the most valuable and enduring essayists of the Romantic period. Moving to the next question, question number 13. The Old Playhouse by Kamala Das is a poem of option A surrender to male domination, option B protest against male domination, option C harmony between husband and wife, option D jealousy. And the correct option is protest against male domination. Like many other poems of Kamala Das, including an introduction or the looking glass, The Old Playhouse is also a confessional poem, and the poem is not divided into stanzas, and it is written in 1973. Our next question is use appropriate verb. There dash some books in his bag, and the options are is, option B was, option C were, option D have. So the correct option is were. There were some books in his bag. Our next question is question number 50. Which drama of Galsworthy deals with the conflict between capitalists and laborers. Option A, strife. Option B, silver box. Option C, loyalties. Option D, the skin game. And the correct answer is strife. Strife is a three-act play by the English writer written by John Galsworthy, and the story it deals directly with the issues of workers' right, especially as they concern the right of workers to strike for their better condition. Our next question is the character of the leech gatherer appeared, and the options are the recluse, option B, the prelude book first, option C, Laodamia, option D, resolution and independence. And the correct option is resolution and independence. Resolution and independence, it is a lyric poem by English romantic poet William Wordsworth, and it was composed in 1802 and published in 1807 in poems in two volumes. The poem contains 20 stanzas written in modified rhyme royal and describes Wordsworth's encounter with a leech gatherer near his home in the Lake District of England. Moving to the next question, question number 17. Table Talk is a collection of essay by option A, Lamb, option B, Hunt, option C, Hazlitt, option D, De Quincey. The correct option is William Hazlitt. Table Talk. It is a collection of essays by the English cultural critic and social commentator William Hazlitt. It was originally published as two volumes, the first of which appeared in April 1821. The essays deal with topics such as art, literature, and philosophy. Moving to the next question, when the sound of a word resembles the sound it denotes, the figure of speech is synecdoche, prosopopia, onomatopoeia, transport epithet, and the correct option is onomatopoeia. What is onomatopoeia? It's a figure of speech that uses the word to describe the sound made by all living things, including people, animal, birds, and all inanimate object. For example, the bees buzzed, the buzzing sound. The rain went drip drop drip on the roof. So the sound drip drop drip is onomatopoeia. Smash, the glass shattered on the floor. So all this sound that denotes to the figure of speech onomatopoeia. Moving to the next question, question number 19. Which of the following is the first poem of George Eliot's first published in volume of verse? Option A, The Wasteland. Option B, The Hollow Man. Option C, The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock. And option D, Geronation. And the correct option is The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock. It was this poem, The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock, was first published by the British poet T.S. Eliot in 1915. Eliot later included it as the title of his poem Landmark in 1917 in the collection of Prufrock and the other observation. This poem is a dramatic monologue whose brooding speaker relays the anxieties and preoccupation of his inner life, as well as his romantic hesitations and regrets. Moving to the next question, an imaginary man assumed by an author for disguise called option A, pseudonym, option B, neologism, option C, Lucasius, option D, veteran, and the correct option is pseudonym. Moving to the next question, question number 21. The theme of alienation is central to the poetry of option A, Nizam Ezekiel, option B, Kamala Das, option C, Robert Frost, option D, Walt Whitman. And the correct option is option B, it's Kamala Das. Kamala Das' sense of alienation, a theme in her poetry you can find. Kamala Das is a feminist, and in her prime of life when she wrote most of her poems, women in India had yet to liberate themselves from the male domination. Her sense of alienation is also to the spectacle of the male domination over the women in this country. Moving to the next question, question number 22. Whitman's poem Crossing Brooklyn Ferries contains option A 9 section, option B 11 section, option C 13 section, option D none of these. And the correct option is 9 section. Crossing Brooklyn Ferry enacts William Walt Whitman's challenge to an unification with the reader, just as the ferry travels from Manhattan to Brooklyn and closes the gap. So Whitman's poem closes to the gap between poet and the reader. Our next question is question number 23. GB The Sun is all about H. Hatter is written in the option A stream of consciousness mode, option B first person narrative mode, option C picaresque mode, options D naturalistic mode, and the correct answer is stream of consciousness mode. GB Dasani's full name Govind Das Vinod Das Dasani, and he was a British Indian novelist, poet and a social commentator. He was born in Kenya, reared in India, and came of age in Britain. And this novel was written in 1948. Our next question, question number 24. The rhyme scheme of the Shakespearean sonnet is, correct option is A B A B, C D C D, E F E F, and G G. Shakespearean sonnets are composed in 14 lines, as you know, and most are divided into 3 quatrains and final concluding couplet rhyming A B A B, C D C D, E F E F, G G. This sonnet form and rhyme scheme is known as English sonnet. Question number 25. Which of the following sentence is correct? He entered into the room. He entered the room. He entered in the room. He entered to the room. The correct answer is he entered the room. Question number 26. Which of the following sentence is correct? Option A. The meeting was adjourned owing to the want of quorum. The meeting was adjourned due to want of quorum. Option C. The meeting was adjourned for want of quorum. Option D. None of this. And the correct option is the meeting was adjourned for want of quorum. Moving to the next question. What is soliloquy? Option A. An actor's secret thought uttered aloud. Option B. Secret speech. Option C. An actor's speech not to be heard by audience. Option D. An actor's speech meant for other characters also. And the correct answer is an actor's secret thought uttered aloud. So soliloquy, it is a word we traditionally use to refer to a monologue that is delivered when the character is alone. In Shakespeare's many plays, the soliloquies are used. Moving to the next question. Where was William Wordsworth born? Option A. Cockerpate. Option B. Cockermouth. Option C. Coker Hill. Option D. Coker Valley. And the correct option is Cockermouth. William Wordsworth was born in Cockermouth, Cumberland on 7th April 1770. Moving to the next question, question number 29. When was the first complete collection of Shakespeare's play known as the First Folio published? Option A 1623, option B 1613, option C 1616, option D 1632. And the correct option is option A 1623. Moving to our last question, question number 30. Adonais by Shelley is an elegy on William Wordsworth, Byron, John Keats, S.T. Coleridge. And the correct option is John Keats. Adonais, it is a pastoral elegy written by P.B. Shelley for John Keats in 1821, and it is widely regarded as one of the Shelley's best known works. The poem, which is written in 495 lines and 55 Spenserian stanzas, and it was composed in the spring of 1821, immediately after 11th April, when Shelley heard of Keats' death. And it is a pastoral elegy. in the English tradition of John Milton's Lycidas. Shelley had studied and translated classical elegy, and he got the inspiration to write the elegies. So here we end the session. If you like my videos, please do like, share and subscribe for more updates related to English literature. Thank you.